I'm Valerie Thomas. I'm a professor in industrial and systems engineering. I also have a part-time appointment in the School of Public Policy. I'm the Anderson Professor of Natural Systems. I work on sustainability, and sustainability generally means looking at the resources that people need and use, like energy, water, food, and how we will continue to have those into future generations. Sustainable communities puts the people in that more. With communities, then we're thinking about also jobs, how people actually think about it, and looking more to what their ideas might be. One of the ways that industrial engineering supports sustainable communities is work on supply chains. And that involves not just simply jobs and economic development and so on, but also it involves kind of a concept of license to operate, meaning how are the facilities and activities that might go on in many different communities, how do people in those communities feel about it, and how can we have industry set up in a way that people are pretty much happy about or accepting, and really so that how we're working, in a sort of large industrial society also works for people where they live. One thing I do in my classes is show how the things they already know, like looking at different kinds of options, they can apply that not just to costs and economics and sort of regular management of supply chains and so on, but to environmental and social variables as well in a really kind of straightforward and natural way. Some of the projects that people have done, they've looked at Georgia Tech operations, and one of the popular topics they looked at is just transportation on campus. What are the options? How could Georgia Tech do better? Also at questions of how are people using the different systems, and talking with people to understand how they're using them. One challenge I have faced in addressing sustainable communities is that naturally we're working on systems in industrial and systems engineering. We're already working on very complicated projects, often not so much focused on communities. And so my reaction has sometimes been, well, I cannot possibly take on another whole dimension of systems. And what I found is that it's okay. You can take it on, and in fact, it can open up a new way of setting up your analysis by thinking, not assuming what people want, by finding out from people. They might set up a problem in a different way, and it can possibly have great application. It could even lead to new frameworks and theories. So go ahead.